Welcome to this video tour of MyConferenceSuite. MyConferenceSuite is a cloud-based event technology platform focused on managing your events, from online registration, abstract management, presentation, and speaker management. In this tour, we're going to focus on the registration component of MyConferenceSuite. We're going to take a look at some front-end pages and some of the capabilities of MyConferenceSuite, as well as review the event dashboard, some of the reporting, interactive floor plan management, as well as our badge printing module. In our second segment, we'll look at discount codes, registrant data, invoicing, email, and our event builder and field builders. All right, let's get this tour started. What we're looking at here is an event dashboard for a typical event. You get a quick snapshot of your registrations by day, your total registrations, confirmed and incompletes, your revenues, as well as where people are registering from. Let's take a look at some front-end pages and what this system can do. In this example, we've got a medical conference. This is a robust conference registration platform, and what you'll see in here is a lot of conditional custom fields, conditional logic, and variables. So I'm just going to run through this basic registration. You can see we're collecting some standard forms such as affiliations, relationships, and as well as other custom questions like do you need a printed program, and getting consent. As we move through this particular registration, which is paginated, we receive other questions on the second page such as dietary, how did you hear about us, and then we get our registration categories. And here we're going to see our conditional logic kick in. So we can pick one-day options, or we can pick a multi-day registration. If we pick multi-day registration, we can see below here the options for which days we want to attend can be selected. If we select full conference, we get a different set of questions. This particular event not only collects session information, but has optional social events from which you can buy tickets. I'm just going to enter in some data here. And again, the conditional logic kicks in with the pre-conference workshops. If I don't need them, I continue on with my registration. If I do need them, those options are presented to me below. This is really great for streamlining a comprehensive registration platform and keeping the registrant viewing only data that's relevant to them. After we submit our information, we come to a summary page. We can see all our selections, and we can move on to our payment page. You'll also see the option to present a coupon code for discounts and our payment method. MyConferenceSuite is structured to work with a number of payment gateways. So if you're an event organizer and you have a payment gateway with a group like Chase Payment Tech, BeanStream, WePay, Stripe, any of these gateways, they're all fully integrated with MyConferenceSuite, which will ensure that your funds are getting processed directly on our registration pages and deposited directly into your gateway accounts. All right, let's take a look at another registration. This particular registration, a little bit more simple and similar to the other one we just looked at. You can see the graphics are quite enhanced with a visual image in the background. And again, we can select our registration package and the conditional logic kicks in. Alrighty, and you can even see on the Friday, we've got conditional logic. For example, if we select this 9 to 10:15, these options that overlap that time period are then grayed out so they can't be selected. Let's take a look at the back end. If you're an event organizer and you're running multiple events, this is the screen that you're going to be presented with when you log in. It's going to list all your events, and you're going to get a quick snapshot of how many registrations have come through, how many confirmed, how many completes. Let's go into one of the individual event dashboards and take a look at the interface. Again, we can see our registrations by day, our confirmed, our unconfirmed, our revenue totals, as well as where people are registering from. If we go into the reporting area, we can see they're broken down into custom reports, revenue reports, as well as project reports. Any question, any custom field that we generate on that front end registration is going to generate a report on the back end. So in this particular event, they asked if this was their first time attending. And we can see the relevant data from that question. We had 134 no's and 13 yeses. The actual data is presented below, and we can filter that data. So if we just want to see the yeses and generate a report, I can click on that section of the bar. I see just the yeses. I can show and hide which fields I want to see, such as company, city, and then I can export my data to Excel. This interface works the same throughout our registration platform. Whether you're looking at the registrant data or any of our custom reports, you're going to be presented with graphical reporting as well as data and field reporting underneath. Let's take a look at the interactive floor plan. So one of the features of MyConferenceSuite is this really great interactive floor plan interface. This can be presented in kiosks. It can be published to an event app. And what it does is it not only can capture exhibitor registration and booth registration, but it can present that data to the delegates. So we have two ways of interfacing with this page. We can find the company on the left side, and we can see their booth highlighted. Or we can select their booth, and we can get the relevant information for that booth location. This is great outside an exhibit hall. This is great published in an app. You can see we can zoom in and out. And it's just one of the many great features of MyConferenceSuite. Let's go back to the dashboard. What we're going to take a look at now is the badge printing module. All right. In this particular event, we've got two different types of badges based on your registration type. Let's take a look at one of these badges. All right. The badge interface for designing badges is a simple drag and drop. We can insert a barcode anywhere onto the badge we like, or a QR code. We can change the fonts and the colors of any of the data that we're presenting. And we can work with a number of different sizes. So we've got 4x3 through zebra printers. We've got 4x6 through laser. We can select the positioning of all of these fields. Once we've worked with our design and we're ready to print our badges, we can use this badge interface to see which ones we've printed and which ones we haven't. So the system will inherently track your print runs. You can also print any single individual by typing their name, selecting them, and printing. Select a badge type, and the badge is set to print directly in the browser. This works great with pre-printing, with reprinting, or with printing on site. All right, that takes us through the first part of our tour. In our next tour, as I said, we're going to look at discount codes, registrant data, invoicing, email, our event builder, as well as our field builder. Thanks for visiting MyConferenceSuite.